This is the chosen one. And I was going to show you the figure I forgot to show you yesterday. I also found this one, the Big Boss Man. Alright, today, happy Father's Day to everybody out there today. Also, wanted to say something else. Saw Gemini 686 and WWE G86's response videos. Guys, you're great, and we do need to sit together with wrestling fans, and this is a thing. But I want to give a shout out real quick to a guy who just started doing videos. He does good videos. It's I can't pronounce it, so I'm just gonna spell it. I don't know how to say it, but it's NUFC Pro. NUFC Pro. It will be over here in the description box. So check out his link and his videos as well. It's NUFC PRO. Alright. On the rant about Hogan yesterday, I'm going to get into that just for a second on Gemini. You said who the hell was Earthquake and who the hell was Big Boss Man and King Kong Bundy before then. Did they ever reach up past mid-card status? No, they did not. He did not get them over. Earthquake held the tag team titles, was probably the highest he ever went. Big Boss Man, Intercontinental Championship, or whatever he did, hardcore title, whatever, that was the highest he went. King Kong Bundy, hell, he was there for, what, not long. He was there a couple times during the time period. Never made main event status, never got over. Randy Savage, on the other hand, you say he made Savage. I think Savage was already on his own. You know, he won the tournament. That pretty much put him over, was winning the tournament. Ted DiBiase was very underrated, and I think that Ted DiBiase should have had more of a chance, but no. A heel as a champion. The heel does more work than a babyface, in my opinion. Once again, I'm just going to say this. A heel works harder. You can walk out there and anybody can go cheer for you. You can get anybody to cheer for you. Hell, Vince McMahon's a dictator of that. But it takes a special person to be a heel. Ric Flair was probably one of the greatest heels of all time. And no, I'm going to phrase you on the WCW went out of business because of the heel shit. No, it wasn't. It was because of Hogan. If you don't remember, Hogan was probably one of the last ones that just kept going downhill, and Hogan coming there winning the title, and it really went downhill when he come back and won the title. But it was too much of one thing, and that one thing was the NWO, which was the leader of Hulk Hogan. Okay? So Ric Flair didn't kill WCW. Actually, Ric Flair made one of the greatest stables to ever grace the wrestling business, and that was the Four Horsemen. Hogan didn't create their stable. The Mega Powers were over at best. You talk about all these people that he put out, I don't remember any of them ever being anything that was over. When I mean putting them over, I mean he passes the torch. And like I said about the Ultimate Warrior is just as bad as Hulk Hogan. He ain't no good. He wasn't a good wrestler. WWE G86 said he was good in Japan. I haven't seen Japan. You're right. You may be right on that. But Hogan was not nothing in WWE. He was a good draw. You're right. He did draw money. He did draw people in, and a baby face for a champion. Yes, but the heel is what makes the match. And so you might as well say the heel draw the money too. Hulk Hogan. You're right. Hulk Hogan. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, we wouldn't be where we're at today. But hell, somebody else could have come along and been in his spot. You know, could have done that. You know, Vince McMahon could have made somebody else bigger than life too. But, and you talk about the steroid use and all that. Yeah, I ain't going to get into that. I mean, that's a bad situation anyway. You know, because I mean, you really can't look back and say that none of them guys were on steroids back in the day, but because I mean. And speaking of Shawn Michaels, I followed Shawn Michaels all my life. And you said he didn't draw no money. He's what kept the WWE alive during the tough times. He held them up through '96 when the when the ratings were starting to go down, because if he hadn't been champion at that time, it would have really collapsed. But he held it up. There is nobody that can touch Shawn Michaels as far as wrestling skills in the ring back in '96. Shawn Michaels he was the showstopper. He was the main event. And I'm one of his biggest fans. I love Shawn Michaels to death, man. I've traveled just to meet him one time, and I've enjoyed and when he came back, it was awesome. But anyway, getting back to the Hulk Hogan situation. Hulk Hogan, you talk about who Earthquake was. Y'all, who was Earthquake after Hogan? Ric Flair could make a broomstick look good, and people would remember who the broomstick was. I mean, really, they didn't reach past mid-card status. I mean, so that's not putting them over. That's actually just putting him in the spotlight, letting him say, oh, well, he fought, who's it, Earthquake? Yeah, Earthquake. But Earthquake never really missed over there. So they always put the guys that they knew wasn't going to steal Hogan's spotlight with Hogan. And you talk about 92 and 93, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in 1992, Hulk Hogan went on the card at SummerSlam, and they drew well over 89,000 fans at SummerSlam when Bret Hart and the British Bulldog fought for the Intercontinental Championship in probably one of the best matches in history. So, I think that's drawing some money there. I think that, you know, and Royal Rumble, prestige, just I didn't like when Hogan won them 2 Royal Rumbles, because I knew he was going to do it, and I'm surprised he didn't win the 1989 Royal Rumble. So, but anyway, that's my little rant on that. Now let's talk about Raw for tomorrow night. Donald Trump, I just don't see where it's going. Donald Trump, they're trying to do this ratings ploy. I don't think it's going to work. Donald Trump, you can sit there and say, well, I heard somebody say he was a, you know, wrestling, he was one of those that enjoyed, but I don't care if he enjoys being there. You gotta have some knowledge of the business. And when McMahon and them had their little feud going on back a few years ago, I thought it was sorry then. I didn't like the head shaving crap. I didn't like that, so that's that. But you know, I hope you enjoy this in WWE G86. Thanks for not holding no hard feelings. Gemini 686. Thanks for not holding any hard feelings. But my opinion is, once again, who did Hogan put over and pass the torch to? And by that I mean the only person in the WWE that I can think of really is Hulk Hogan. Savage won the title before him and Hogan had this feud. He was over then, I thought. And Ultimate Warrior, I really don't even think Warrior was, I didn't even want to watch that WrestleMania. I remember it very well. I was little, I didn't even like it then. I've always been a fan of the heels though, so that may be a reason why. But anyway, this is The Chosen One, baby, and I hope you enjoy this video. Remember to comment, and Gemini 686 and WWE G86. Y'all have a good one, man, and remember to subscribe to NUFC PRO. So his description's in the box there. Y'all enjoy. We're out.